Hi guys, EBPMAN with tablets for me. Today we're going to do an unboxing review of a multi-angle stand for your smartphone, tablet, or e-reader. And this is brought to us by Anker. Inside the box you'll find a client satisfaction card as well as an instruction guide and your stand. Now, before actually going into all the features of this stand, one of the things to highlight is the material. It is made out of an aluminum material, and it's also the type of stand that's going to support a variety of devices, going from your standard smartphones to your e-readers to your tablets. So if you think about devices like the iPad, or if you think about any of the Samsung tablets, or your Nook, or your Kindle, this device is going to be able to support it. Again, it's made out of aluminum, and it's also very portable. As you can see, it's very small. I'll put it next to a phone in a couple seconds so you can see how tiny it is, but again, it has a lot of flexibility when it comes to the range of tablets it can support. So now, taking a closer look at the actual stand itself, there's a couple things to highlight. As I had mentioned in the introduction, the actual stand is made out of aluminum, but what Anker has done is it's included in several key areas some protective, I would say, rubberized points. Anywhere your tablet is going to rest, to make sure that you don't risk any kind of scratching, although the entire stand is smooth and has no rough edges. So you'll notice here that we have two contact points. As you rest your tablet, it's going to rest on these, and they're actually rubber little feet, but they're actually pointing upwards, so you can see that right there. And then what you also have is here, this area here, you have this this rubberized support. Now you could actually rest your tablet in here if your tablet happens to be a thick tablet or happens to be a tablet that has a case that you don't want to remove. And you will notice that there isn't really anything sharp here that's going to cause any damage. But if you have you don't really have a thick case, you can actually keep this sleeve here, and it's going to provide support plus lift it up. So it's going to lift it up, and it's a rubberized surface that's also going to make sure that your tablet is resting well. This little cutout here supports the iPad and most Android tablets like the Samsung Galaxy. For the most part, all tablets have like a home button. So if you have it in a portrait mode or landscape mode and your home button happens to be right here, this cutout is going to allow you to have access to that. Now, we talked about these two little rubber legs that you have here. Well, they continue. And if we look at right here, you'll notice that you have the same thing here. Now, obviously your tablet's not going to be rested on this part, but this is really great because it provides a firm surface so that if you're on a desk or if you're on a plane and you have this and you want to make sure that your tablet is not moving, this is going to provide that grip so that it doesn't move off. You also notice here that the leg also has the same rubberized surface that's also going to make sure that it doesn't shift or move easily. Now, your actual stand itself, you'll notice on this side there isn't really anything different here. It's kind of solid, but if you flip it over, you'll notice that there's a button here. This button releases this arm. This arm right now is in a locked position, and if I press this button inwards like this, the leg is going to come out. And it locks into several positions. So here you'll notice again that rubberized piece, how far it goes, and then here I think you'll have a better look at that rubberized leg or supporting arm. Each time you press this button, you can actually move it to a next position. So I'll move it and it snaps into the next position, and I'll move it and it goes into the next. I'll press it again, it goes into the next position, and I can continue until it's actually flips all the way forward. And I'm going to show you why you want to do that. So here's another angle. So you'll notice how it's now flipping forward, and I'll press it one more time. That's another angle, and that's as far as it will go. And there's a reason for that, and you'll see as we place smartphones or tablets in the stand, it really is going to give you a very flexible angle depending on the device that you have. So all I'm doing is I'm pressing the button in, and I'm rotating it. I don't have to lock it in every position. I can press and it will pass the position that was locked. Let's take a look at how the stand operates with some electronic devices on it. So as you can see here, I have the actual stand open in this specific angle, and I'm going to take an iPad mini and I'm just going to place it right here. You'll notice that it holds the iPad mini without any problems. If I were to press the button on the side, I can open it up and change the angle. You can see how I almost have the iPad mini almost laying down, and because the lip here, the curve is pretty high, you're not going to have to worry about the iPad mini falling out. So really nice when it comes to supporting a tablet like the iPad mini. Once again, this could support an iPad, a standard iPad 2 or a standard iPad 1 if you remove that little plastic area there on the bottom. Now if we were to take, for example, an iPhone, can place the iPhone here just like this. Now, I may choose, depending on the kind of case that you have, to remove this little rubber area. But if I have this on my desk, all I have to do is put my iPad, or in this case my iPhone, inside of the actual area like this. And this is going to be fine as I'm just using my phone or keeping it like if it was a clock, or just to keep track of what's going on. Now, another thing I can show you is here I have a S6, and this is an S6 Edge with a case from Veris case that we've seen on the channel, and you'll see that again it rests rather nicely, no issues here. Really it's not going to go anywhere, also because of the rubber feet and that are on the bottom in both areas. It's a nice fit and no problem holding it. If I were to go to another phone, let's say for example an LG, just open up this LG case, I can put the LG just like this, no problem whatsoever, again supporting it. Now, if you'd ask yourself, why would you want the arm to kind of extend itself from the back angles all the way up to the front? Here's another position that you can have the phone in. You'll notice I have the phone resting at an angle, and now the arm that typically supported the actual stand itself is now supporting the phone. And it gives you a really nice angle, especially depending on if you're out on a campus and the sun's in the way, it's bothering, you can actually find a good angle for you. And you could continue to adjust this, and I'll just press this button right here, to the angle that most suits you. So here, once again, I've changed the angle of this back support arm, so that now it could support the phone even higher. So a lot of flexibility all in all when it comes to how you can actually put your phone in the specific stand. So the next device is a standard iPad. This is an iPad Air, the latest model, and you can see that I have my stand here in this angle, and it has no problem whatsoever with the actual iPad of this size, and I can have it either in this position or in a either portrait or landscape position, as you can see there. Great, again, viewing angle if you want to watch a movie, or if you're typing and you want to have this in the specific viewing angle because you have an external keyboard, or just because you don't have a keyboard and you want to use this as a stand, like if you're in a classroom setting. So once again, you can see the versatility of the stand. So this concludes our review of the Anker Multi-Angle Stand for phones, tablets, and e-readers. As you saw through the video, we had multiple devices of multiple manufacturers, from phones to different size tablets, all supported by this versatile stand. It is made out of a durable aluminum material, and it is an incredibly lightweight stand, and something that really doesn't take a lot of space. If I were to show you this stand, this is one of the other stands that I've reviewed on my channel, and you can compare the actual size, both of them made out of aluminum, but the portability of this stand is significantly questionable because of how large it is. So you get very similar functionality with this stand, and it also is incredibly portable. So I want to thank the folks for Anker for making this stand available for us to review on this channel. I will include a link for the product on the YouTube channel, as well as open for comments. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them on the YouTube channel. And as always, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.